Welcome back, Scorpio. I'm Selena Hart, and I'm honored to walk with you through today's sacred unfolding, May 15th, 2025. If you've been feeling the ground shift beneath your feet, you're not alone. The recent full moon in your sign just days ago has stirred something deep within, shining light on parts of yourself you've kept hidden, even from your own heart. And now, as Venus completes her post-retrograde shadow, the air around you feels different, as if the universe is gently but firmly asking, are you ready to let go of who you were so you can become who you truly are? Today marks more than just another page on the calendar. It's a turning point, a moment where intuition sharpens and the past loosens its grip. In today's reading, I'll walk you through the astrological currents that are shaping your day and your future. We'll explore what this emotional awakening means for your relationships, your sense of purpose, and the quiet strength that's been building inside you, waiting to be reclaimed. So take a deep breath, Scorpio. Let's step into this next chapter together and uncover what's waiting for you beyond the threshold of transformation. As we move deeper into the energy of May 15th, Scorpio, the sun continues its steady path through Taurus, your opposite sign. And with it, the spotlight now turns directly onto your seventh house, the realm of partnerships, commitments, and one-on-one relationships. This is not a time to retreat into solitude, but to lean into connection. Whether you're navigating love, business, or even deep soul friendships, this solar focus is calling you to examine how you relate to others, not just in action, but in energy. Are your relationships balanced? Do they reflect mutual respect, trust, and shared growth? Or have you been overextending, overgiving, or holding back to maintain peace? Taurus energy is slow, intentional, and earthy. And with the sun here, it urges you to seek stability and presence in the way you bond. Relationships that are built to last will now be reinforced. Those built on illusion or avoidance may begin to quietly unravel. But don't fear the discomfort that can arise. This is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that the universe is inviting you into deeper alignment. This period is about more than compromise. It's about choosing connections that honor who you become, not who you once were. Adding depth to this theme is Mercury, also in Taurus, enhancing your ability to speak with clarity, grace, and truth. If there have been things unsaid, confessions of the heart, boundaries needing to be expressed, or misunderstandings lingering in the background, now is the time to gently but firmly bring them into the open. Conversations held under this transit can be grounding and transformative. You may find the courage to articulate what you truly need in a partnership, or to finally listen, truly listen, to what someone else has been trying to tell you. Words hold power now. Use them with care and intention. Meanwhile, in the background, Pluto has begun its retrograde journey in Aquarius, stirring the deeper layers of your emotional foundation. This planetary shift is subtle but profound. It asks you to look inward at your relationship to home, family, and the hidden patterns that shape your sense of safety. Are there old dynamics in your family that need to be re-examined? Have you been carrying the emotional weight of others for too long? Pluto's retrograde isn't here to uproot your stability, but to remind you that true stability comes from within, from knowing where your boundaries lie, and from having the courage to reinforce them when needed. Together, these energies create a sacred tension, a dance between connection and individuation, between speaking and listening, between reaching out and coming home to yourself. Let this be a time of sacred recalibration in your relationships. The universe is not asking you to let go of love. It's asking you to make space for the kind of love that honors all that you are and all that you are becoming. In the realm of your career and financial stability, Scorpio, the energies of mid-May are beginning to align in your favor. Not through sudden breakthroughs, but through the steady accumulation of effort you've already laid down. Professionally, your persistence is being noticed. You may not have seen visible rewards just yet, but rest assured, eyes have been watching, and your commitment has not gone unnoticed. Whether it's a supervisor acknowledging your leadership, a colleague recognizing your value, or a subtle shift in how others treat your contributions, something is quietly shifting in your favor. In the middle of the month opens a window of opportunity. This could manifest as an invitation to step into greater responsibility, a project that highlights your strengths, or even a conversation about promotion or long-term growth. If you felt overlooked or underestimated in the past, this is your moment to reclaim your authority. Not with loud declarations, but with quiet confidence. Show up fully, trust your skills, and let the work speak for itself. Financially, the cosmos is urging you to slow down and take stock. This is not a time for impulsive spending or speculative ventures. With Mercury and the Sun both in Taurus, the emphasis is on practicality, sustainability, and long-term security. If you've been thinking about restructuring your finances, setting new savings goals, or making investments tied to your values, now is the moment to plan. Don't rush into anything. Instead, take time to research, consult trusted advisors if needed, and ask yourself the deeper question: is this choice aligned with the future I want to build? You may also be called to examine your relationship with money on a more emotional level. Are you holding on too tightly, fearing scarcity? Or are you too quick to spend as a form of temporary relief? The universe is reminding you that financial wellness is not just about numbers. It's about mindset. Strategic planning and disciplined budgeting aren't limitations. They're acts of self-respect. They create the structure through which true abundance can flow. Scorpio, you have a gift for depth, and now that gift can be applied to how you build your legacy. This is the time to ground your vision in reality, brick by brick, with patience and clarity. Your efforts are gaining momentum, and what you set in motion now could lead to greater stability, not just in the coming weeks, but for years to come. In the realm of love and emotional connection, Scorpio, May 15th brings with it a deep, steady invitation to soften, to open, and to let yourself be seen. With the Sun and Mercury both illuminating your 7th house of partnerships, the energy surrounding your heart is no longer one of silent yearning or hidden intensity. It's one of clarity, communication, and conscious vulnerability. Whether you're currently single or in a committed relationship, the universe is guiding you to engage from a place of truth and emotional courage. If you're in a relationship, this is a powerful time to deepen the emotional intimacy between you and your partner. The kind of growth that is available now doesn't come from dramatic gestures, but from honest conversations. The ones that peel back the layers of routine and reconnect you to the core of why you chose each other in the first place. Perhaps there are unspoken needs that are ready to be voiced, or subtle resentments that have lingered just below the surface. Mercury's presence supports clarity and kindness in communication, allowing you to express without blame and listen without defense. When approached with presence, even the most delicate topics can become portals to greater understanding. If you're single, don't underestimate the magnetic pull you carry right now. Your energy is resonating at a deeper frequency. One that may quietly attract someone who isn't just intrigued by your mystery, but who also feels drawn to your soul's truth. This isn't about shallow encounters or fleeting interest. It's about potential, the potential for real, emotionally fulfilling connection. And while you may be tempted to guard your heart out of habit, the universe is gently nudging you to take the risk of opening. You don't have to reveal everything at once, but a single moment of honesty, a shared feeling, a meaningful glance, a well-timed message could be the beginning of something profound. No matter your relationship status, love today is asking something simple yet powerful of you. Be willing to show up as you are, not the version of yourself you think others want, but the one that breathes beneath the surface, the one that longs to be seen, known, and accepted. True connection doesn't come from perfection. It comes from presence, from choosing to remain soft when you could harden, from trusting that your emotions are not too much, but exactly what the right person will meet with open arms. Scorpio, you are built for depth. And now the cosmos is offering you a mirror in another person, or perhaps even in your own heart, to reflect back just how ready you are to love and be loved more fully than ever before. Let go of fear. Let go of the old stories that said you needed to protect yourself at all costs. Today, Intimacy begins with truth and ends with healing. When it comes to your well-being, Scorpio, May 15th reminds you of a truth you often sense, but don't always slow down enough to honor. Your body and your emotions are in constant conversation. What stirs in your heart will always echo through your physical form, and vice versa. This is a day to tune in more consciously, to recognize that vitality doesn't just come from what you eat or how much you sleep, but from how gently you treat the parts of yourself that are unseen. You may notice subtle signals in your body now: fatigue that doesn't quite match your schedule, tension in the chest or shoulders, sleep that feels shallow or restless. These are not inconveniences to be ignored, but invitations. Your system is asking for restoration, not just rest. The kind of healing you need today is not about doing more. It's about doing less with greater awareness. Simple practices like deep breathing, gentle movement, time spent barefoot on grass or beside running water. These are not luxuries, they are medicine. Emotionally, Pluto's retrograde in Aquarius continues to stir long-standing inner themes, especially those tied to safety, identity, and old emotional structures. Feelings you thought were resolved may resurface, not to haunt you, but to be met with new eyes. Let them come, let them speak. Journal them if you need to, cry if the tears rise, but don't suppress. Suppression is what drains you. Expression, even in quiet, personal ways, is what frees you. This is also a good time to simplify your routines. Nourish your body with whole foods that make you feel grounded rather than overstimulated. Hydrate more than usual. And most importantly, give yourself permission to pause. You are not falling behind when you take care of yourself. You are strengthening the foundation from which everything else is built. So, Scorpio, your strength has never been in how much you can endure, but in how deeply you can transform. And transformation begins with presence. Let today be the day you check in with yourself, not as a task, but as an act of devotion. The more you listen, the more your body and soul will guide you back to balance. Healing doesn't require perfection. It begins with a single breath, taken in honesty and followed by compassion. In the quieter corners of your life, Scorpio, the bonds of family and close connection may come into clearer view today. May 15th invites you to gently turn your attention inward, not just to your own inner world, but to the emotional ecosystem you share with those closest to you, whether it's a parent, a sibling, a child, or even chosen family. There may be something unspoken, lingering, a subtle distance, a past wound, or an unexpressed longing for reconnection. The current cosmic energies, especially Pluto's retrograde influence, are not stirring these feelings to unsettle you. They are here to help you mend what matters. This is a time to approach these relationships not with defensiveness or control, but with openness and curiosity. There is a sacred power in vulnerability, in being willing to say, "This hurt me," or "I miss you," or simply, "Can we talk?" Even if the other person isn't ready to meet you fully, the act of speaking from the heart creates energetic space for healing. And sometimes just your willingness to listen without judgment becomes the very bridge someone else has been too afraid to build. You may also find yourself stepping into a quiet leadership role within your family, not through force, but through presence. Perhaps you're the one who brings people together, who holds space during moments of tension, or who reminds others through your steadiness that healing is always possible. This is a noble task, but be mindful not to lose yourself in it. While offering support, make sure you're also protecting your own emotional boundary. You can hold space for others without abandoning your own needs. Socially, this is also a meaningful moment to assess who surrounds you. Are the people in your circle uplifting you or draining you? Are your friendships reciprocal or one-sided? The transformations you're undergoing now require softness, safety, and honesty, and that includes the environments you move through. Seek out those who make you feel seen and supported, who allow you to be your full self without performance or apology. These are the connections that will not only sustain you, but help you thrive. If you find yourself in conversation with someone from these signs today, lean into it. Whether it's a moment of quiet understanding, an open-hearted exchange, or even a creative collaboration, these connections carry the potential to ground and elevate you all at once. Let yourself be seen. Not just for your strength, but for your sensitivity. your depth, your honesty. To align yourself further with today's energetic current, consider incorporating the color deep red into your day. This hue carries the vibration of vitality, passion, and inner power, all qualities that mirror your own essence when you are grounded and clear. Whether it's through clothing, accessories, or even lighting a candle in this shade, allow red to remind you of your strength, not as force, but as presence. When worn with intention, this color acts as a quiet declaration. I am here, I am whole, and I choose to move through this day with both courage and compassion. Scorpio, let this day be one of alignment with those who understand your soul and with the energy within you that is ready to rise. Scorpio Sun. As May 15, 2025 draws to a close, you stand at a threshold, one that doesn't demand action but conscious presence. This is not a day to force resolution or to chase clarity. It is a day to honor what is already shifting within you. The reflections you've welcomed, the emotions you've allowed to surface, and the truths you've had the courage to face are not small things. They are signals of transformation, of a deeper alignment now taking root beneath the surface.